So today we are going to see that grammar is given here. The grammar is LR0 or not. So we know first we need to write augmented grammar, then closer, then go to function. So I naught is equal to closer e dash tends to dot e. So this is closer and this is augmented grammar. Now we are going to write go to function. So e dash tends to dot e tends to dot t plus e and dot t and t tends to dot id. So this is go to function, or we can say I naught. Now we will go for e variable. So what we will get, we get e dash tends to e dot, that is I1. Now for t, this is for e completed. Now for t variable, so e tends to t dot plus e and e tends to t dot. These are two transaction. This is I2, and here we can say simply this second production is completed. Now for id, so t tends to id dot. This is, so this is also completed, so we can say the third is completed here. Here second is completed. Now we see this is completed, this is completed, this is left. So from here what is next? Plus, transition for plus. So for plus, then what we will get? We will get e tends to t plus dot e, and because e is here, so e tends to dot t plus e and dot t, and t tends to dot id. Like this we will get. So this is I3. Here you can write I4 like this, because we are not focusing on this because this is completed. We are focusing on what? Because we need to find out this is LR0 or not. It means multiple entries are there or not. So this is completed, so not required, for the focus is required on this, so we are writing I3 here. So I4 is also okay. So now further we will cross check. After that further we will cross check. What we will cross check? For e, so for e transition, so e tends to t plus e dot. So this is we can say simply first transition is completed here. And for t, if we write t, if we write production for t here, then we will reach again for I2. We will reach again for I2. So because what it will come if transition for t, so e tends to t plus t dot plus e, so this is here, and e turns to t dot, so this is also here, so it will reach to I2 only, so this is not required. So now the thing is that we need to cross check that this is LR0 or not. So we are making LR0 table here. LR0 table. So what is required? This is completed, this is completed, no conflict. Here it is no conflict. Here it is returning back to the I2 only. So we need to think about only second state. If second state is okay, then everything is okay. So we are taking the second state. So we are taking the second state. And what are the terminals? id and plus. id and plus, and dollar is required, we always know, so that we get to know that string is completed or not according to that. So we are taking the second state only. Why is second state? I told you, because all are completed here, so there is no conflict. Only conflict can be possible in this state, because third state also coming to the second state only, so we are talking about the second state only. So second state I have written, and these are the terminal id plus and dollar. So because we can see in second state the second transition is completed here, so we can say the reduction. So we will write R2 R2 R2. Fine. And what is happening From second state, for plus transition, we are shifting to I3. So for plus transition, for ID it is completed. Sorry, for second transition it is completed. This one is completed. That's why we are writing R2, and for plus we are shifting to I3. So for plus, what is here? S3. What is here? S3. So we can say simply here, shift reduce conflict is present, so it is not LR0 grammar. So this is not LR0 grammar. So like that we can cross check that we can see the state where multiple entries are there. According to that only we can make a table and we can cross check the grammar is LR0 or not. In the next lecture with the same example we are going to learn this is SLR1 or not.